Hello, fellow gamers. It's Jay Dreamer from State 685. And today we are going to be talking about switching accounts and adding accounts. I personally have found that, playing for as long as I have, that I don't always have time to play. And rather than my accounts just sitting there, I want to share them with trusted members of my alliance so they can help the guild, whether we're in Eden or we can help the alliance and the state while we're competing for COP. So there's setting a pin. When you set a pin for an account, this is what logging in looks like. You have a 6-digit code that you have to put in to log into the account. And if you use the wrong code, you can't log in. So it's a good way of protecting the account when you share it. How to switch accounts. And then second, we're going to add an account so you can see how to, when someone shares that information, what you need to do to be able to access it. So here we go. From your menu, you want to go to your settings. And this account feature right here is basically where you can switch accounts. Now, you need to bind the account to an IM30, to the IM30 system. So when you're in binding and you bind it, you want to use this IM30. And that requires you to have an email address that's associated to it. I highly suggest that you use a new Gmail account specifically for these accounts. That way it's not something that your personal information will be to, or that you'll have, purchase information that is available. It's just better to have a very specific Gmail account for the IM30 binding. Once you bind it, then you can set your PIN codes. I'll get into that a little bit later. Right now, I just want to show you first how to switch accounts. Because I have my accounts in IM30s, it's easy for them to be added. So right here, you can see I have J Dreamer and I also have my JD farm. The importance of this is you can only have 10 accounts in your account list. So I personally use BlueStacks, which is an emulator for the game, and it lets me run instances. So I have 4 instances that I can have up to 40 accounts. Most people don't need that. One phone can hold 10 accounts, and having one main account and 9 farms, that's plenty. So switching accounts, you just go basically, you click on it, it will log in to the new account. Because I've already set this one up for a PIN, as you can see, you have to have a PIN to log in. I'm going to switch back to JDreamer. And by switching back to JDreamer, it's going to make me log in again. And the PIN is the security feature, and that's great to have. When you have multiple accounts, you understand switching back and forth. Now, let's add a new account that somebody has provided access to. All right, so you go into account, you go to switch accounts, you select your IM30, and you click this add account. Now, this email is case sensitive. So when someone's providing that email, you need to make sure that you type it exactly the way it's registered for IM30. I'm going to go ahead and do the email and do the password and log in to the farm 10 that I have that I'm bringing into this account list. So I'll do that now and show you basically after it's logged in what's going on. So I've successfully put in the email address and I've put in the password. And what happens is if it's correct, it just shows you that it has found the server and that account. It'll say the Lord name and the current server. And yes, I want to log in. Now, as you can see, it just logs you right in once you've added that account. Now, in this case, Farm 10 does not have a PIN. So I'm going to go ahead and add that PIN now. And the way I do that is go into the menu, go into settings, go into the account. All right, go into bind account. And when I'm in this binding account, because it's already linked to IM30, I can just add the PIN code. Now, right here is where the farm name is and the province, so you're not mistaken which account you're setting a PIN for. Has to be a six-digit PIN. So if I don't do them the same, it tells me that I don't have a correct pin and I have to do it again. So, and I was successful. So once the pin is set, now when you log into this account, you're going to have the pin to access it. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to switching accounts. And as you can see now, I have all 3 accounts in this list. So I can go back and forth. I can go JDreamer, I can go Farm 9, or I can go Farm 10. All right.